Hello, we're at our first charging stop here in Moorhead, Minnesota. And we're at a 50 kilowatt charger. And my wife and I are heading on a 2,100 mile trip. And so far, we have been 149 miles. Now, the wind is in our face coming down. We were going 70 miles an hour. And we got 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour. We need to do better because we got to travel 243 miles to our next charging stop. So we're charging up to 100% here. So we will talk to you in Sioux Falls. This is the second time we've stopped for charging. We are in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This is not my favorite state, but we are at J&L Harley-Davidson here. And this is the only DC quick charger other than Tesla superchargers on I-29 in South Dakota. It's terrible. They got a lot of level 2 chargers, but if you're traveling and all, you preferred DC quick chargers. So we came in with 53 miles. We're up to 87 miles. Our next stop is 93 miles from here, and we're at 24%. So we're going to charge until we have 115 miles. This is my 5th charging stop. We're in Grand Island, Nebraska. The last one we did not record. We were having problems getting logged on to Electrify America, since the ID.4 has 3 years of free not supercharging, but charging with Electrify America. So for some reason we lost our registration of our ID.4 and we had to redo that. Seems to be working now. We're charging at 124 kilowatts. We came in with like 30 miles because of the winds. We charged up to 90% and we only drove about 155 miles. But the winds are like 17 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour headwind. Made it really tough. Our charging stop before Electrify America was in Sioux City, Iowa. And they have a come and go there that has 150 kilowatt charger there. It is green. I can't think of it. But anyway, it didn't work. So we had to go to a charge point 1 in Sioux City, Nebraska. And it's 50 kilowatt charger. And we just charged up enough to get to Council Bluffs. At the time, we had a tailwind, so it wasn't so bad. But now we're facing headwinds, probably all the way to Denver. We'll let you know. Talk to you later. Thanks. Hey, we're stopped here at North Platte, Nebraska. We had to stop here because of the wind. We're driving at 75 miles an hour, and we needed a quick charge before we stop at Ogallala. We have 96 miles and ready to go. We're at Walmart here in Ogallala, Nebraska, and we have been going 75 miles an hour, and our average speed, create some shadows here, has been 75. Well, average speed has been 69, but we've been driving 75 and 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour. We're in Fort Morgan, Colorado, and our average was still 2.5 because we're going 75 miles an hour. We came in with 12%. It is 65 degrees, and we only have 28 miles of range left. So we are here at Electrify America. And by the way, one thing about Electrify America, we only had the glitch the first time getting our app going, but it's been very nice. We've had no problems with Electrify America. We are still here at Fort Morgan, and we have to charge to 90% because we have 166 miles to go to Colorado Springs. And being our consumption is 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour at 75 miles an hour, we have 182 mile range right now, and that should do it. So we're about to leave. We're south of Colorado Springs, called Fountain. It's by the Sam's Club. We came in with 22%. There's a bunch of Porsches here. In fact, there's one over there, and they are from Germany. and they are doing a road test from east to west. I think there's 3 of them total. Anyway, we came in at 22%. We're on a 150 kilowatt charger, and if you can see that, and we are heading south to Apache Junction, but we are going to be, our next stop is going to be Trinidad. So all is well. This is our 13th charging stop. We had problems at Fountain. There were 3 Porsches in there that needed to be charged, and there was really only one charger that really worked. We got enough off of one extra 150 kilowatt charger there to get us to Pueblo, and Pueblo would have been our that would have been 10th charging, and the 150 watt charger there put a spike in our thing, and we had to reset our car because it wouldn't go. We couldn't put it in drive or reverse or anything like that. So we created a problem there. So we went to a 350 kilowatt charger there, and we got enough charge to make it to Trinidad. And the stop at Trinidad was perfect. That was number 11. And that we charged up to 90% there, spent the night there. And then our next stop was Wagon Mound, and we stopped at a 150 kilowatt charger there, and no problem there. We just charged at 60%. And we came in here with about a 14% charge. And the first charger here at Santa Fe, which has the CHAdeMO adapter on it, it's 150, which one I usually go to because this only charges 125 kilowatts. It did not work. But the one next to it, number 2, 350 kilowatt charger, is working fine. And these are ABB chargers. They look pretty new, so we have no problem with charging here. We're going to charge up to 80% here. And there's a Walmart right here. And this is just off I-25. And then we'll head back on the road and head to Grants, I think our next stop is. Yeah, Grants, New Mexico. And that's supposedly 61 miles away. We want to bypass Albuquerque. It's kind of out of the way, and we're going to be heading to Gallup after that. But anyway, all is well. We had a little panic attack there at Pueblo. So if you go there, go to the 350 kilowatt charger rather than the 150 kilowatt charger, because that created a huge problem in our car for us. But it seems to be all right now, because I had to do a total reset, factory reset, shut down, push the button on the side of the column right here, that button to help reset it. But other than that, everything is going along fine. I like Electrify America. It's kind of handy, but because of the mountain terrain and the wind that you get here, charge a little bit more, maybe another 10%. Talk to you later. This is our 14th stop. We're at Grants, New Mexico, and a Walmart, and we're here just putting a little bit of a charge in, and we're going to go to Gallup, New Mexico as our next stop. Just as a side note, one of the chargers is not working. The 150 kilowatt charger we could not activate. The 350 kilowatt charger works great. Thanks. We're in Gallup, New Mexico at the Electrify America, and we found out a little trick because we've had some rejections on different machines, and I called Electrify America, and they told me to bring up the app, where you are, which station you're at, and plug in which plug you're going to put in, but do not plug it in the car. And then go down there, scroll down, and once you select the 1 or 2, whatever nozzle you're going to use, you swipe it. When it says initializing on your app, on your phone, then you plug it in. And then you hold up on the cable, and then when it says continue, you can let go of the cable, and then you're going to have a successful session. just so you know, there is a Tesla Model X right here, and so they're using the Electrify America too. So we're going to have to be here for at least an 80% charge to go on to our next spot. Talk to you later. We're in Winslow, Arizona, and we are charging. We came in at 30%. Now we're at 36%. And we're going to stay here for about 15 minutes and then head on to Flagstaff, Arizona, and head down to Apache Junction from there. All is well. That new little trick helped me from defaulting on my charging session. We're here at Flagstaff, Arizona. This is next to our last charging session, and we are going to probably charge up to 80% here. And we're hooked up to that 350 kilowatt charger, and I've followed their techniques of don't plug it in until you see initializing charge on your screen, and holding up the plug until it says to continue, and then it's successful. We've had a very good success. So we have just so we can let you know what data. We've been averaging at 75 miles an hour, 3 miles per kilowatt hour in the last 567 miles, which is really good. We're very pleased. And we got one more charging stop before we get home. Thanks for watching. We're at Anthem, Arizona, and this is our final DC charge before we arrive at our final destination, which is about 70 miles from here. And these are our miles. And this is at a Walmart parking lot, and it took us 2 different attempts. It seemed we've had better luck with the 350 kilowatt chargers than the 150 kilowatt chargers. They seem to always work a little bit better for us. So thank you for watching our little trip, our 2,100 mile trip to Arizona from North Dakota. Talk to you later.